Hey there. Hey, I just want to speak to you today very briefly about your bills, paying your bills and things like that. Now, I know it stirs a lot of emotion in most people when you mention bills, okay? It's like, oh God, the bills. You know, all these bills, can't pay these bills, or where do they expect us to get the money from to pay these bills? Mounting bills, we've got all of these little phrases that we have. You mention bills, and suddenly you've got all of these references to, like, you know, struggle and, piles of bills and all these visual, things that we can see. We visualize all of these, yeah, like I said, mountains of bills, or just the struggle, the struggle to pay our bills. So for so many years I was trying to build an online business, and I'd get all these bills in the mail, and I'd freak out, and I'd get really paranoid, and they'd obviously be threatening to cut our power and all these kinds of things, and it was a really, really tough time. And I guess what I'm saying is that the more energy you put into freaking out and being all like, all these bills, I can't pay these bills, and you're picturing in your mind being thrown out of your house, and the electricity being cut off, and you're angry, and you're projecting all this, like, oh, it's not fair, and how am I supposed to pay these bills, and I haven't got enough money, and every time you get a bill, you go through this whole drama, and you play out all this frustration and scared and scarcity mindset and all that kind of thing, and it really builds up, and suddenly, like I said, just the thought of a bill will strike fear into your heart. So one of the things I did was, I'm not sure, this is not advice for you to do, take on, or anything like that, but I just put them aside so that, number one, I wouldn't keep seeing them every single time I passed the dining table or the kitchen bench or whatever. Number one, because why be reminded constantly of all these bills that you need to pay, and having that fear come up every single time, that just replaying and replaying and building up. So I put them in another room, and I was well aware that I needed to pay these bills. However, just being out of, sort of out of sight, out of mind type of thing, so taking that direct stress from my daily experience, okay? So when I got bills, I put them in another room. However, one of the other things is that I learnt to, I think at some investment seminar or something like that, to really love the bills, and I know that sounds so strange, and like you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? I hate those damn bills, yeah? But loving them and accepting them, and letting it go, letting go of that feeling of hating, all this money. I mean, money's meant to be, it circulates. It comes in and it goes out, and it comes in and goes out. If we're always like, it's coming in, but we don't want to spend it. I mean, think about, I've got a lot of different beliefs about certain things, like having to pay for things and all that kind of thing, don't get me wrong. However, think about it, you've got your phone service, you've got your electricity, you've got your hot water and your showers, and you can wash your clothes, and you can do all of these things, and so it's just an exchange of energy. You get to enjoy those things in your life, and someone's providing those services, and you're paying for labor and all that kind of stuff. So just think about it in that way, and be thankful for it. And if you think of it more like whatever you can do in exchange for that benefit in your life, then all the better. So seeing it as a perfect, money flows in, and you're enjoying these wonderful things, so money flows out, and it just goes around. So the more grateful you are, and the more love you put into paying the bills, you'll find that you'll have more money to pay the more bills, and it goes on, like, they always say your income will never exceed your spending, and that's sort of like, the more money we have, the more we spend on conveniences in our life. But that's not really what I'm getting at. I'm getting at more about a bill comes in and you go, thank you. And you may not have the money, and you may be stressing out, but just looking at that bill and going, okay, thank you. And then playing in your mind, instead of playing in your mind all of the, oh my God, they're going to cut our electricity, instead play the movie in your mind about, having the money and feeling blessed for the benefit that company's provided you, and visualize being able to pay it with ease and having the money when you need it. And if you can really get that down, where you can, okay, take a breath, you get the bill, take a breath, and visualize being able to pay off that bill with ease, and having the money come to you, and having, enjoying the showers, or enjoying, being able to wash your clothes, basically being able to picture and visualize in your mind, just being able to experience those good things. And then put the bill aside so you're not constantly reminded by it, and just go to work, creating the money for yourself. And I don't mean just go to a job, I just mean do whatever it takes to create the freedom in your life, to pay those bills with ease. And so anyway, that's just something I've done for a long time now, and it's gotten so much easier over that time. The bill comes and I'm not immediately freaking out. I've got the money, and I just pay the bill, and I get to enjoy the benefits, and there's no kind of hiding away, or there's no real need for me to put the bills aside anymore. So it's a full transition from freaking out, visualizing the worst case scenario, being angry, all that kind of stuff, and freaking out, through to being able to pay my bills with ease, just by switching around the reaction we have to it and visualizing being able to pay it with ease. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'll chat to you tomorrow. Bye.